can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life.
I used to have friends who lived down here. At one point they were, because I came back at one point in my 20s, and some of them still lived here.
Oh, that was half a decade.
Mm-hmm. 85 Havison Street is this one right here.
This one?
Uh-huh.
You used to live there?
Me and my mom and my family.
The whole house?
No. The thing about this house is... All right, stop. Stop driving, please. The thing about this house is it's the 3-family house. Believe it or not. And we used to live on the top floor.
All the way on top?
Yeah, all the way on the top. Somebody lived on this first floor, and then somebody lived in the basement level. Or, no. I think it was, we lived on the top floor, then I think this middle floor was 2 different apartments.
Yeah, everything is separate when you go in there?
Yeah. Now, of course, when other people buy it, they can redo it the way they want. But, and then there's that garage, and then there's this tree in the backyard that we always used to climb. This big tree.
Like it's a community school.
Oh, that's what it says right now.
Yeah, Jewish Community Day School.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It could be people, you know, they buy homes. Because remember I told you, at one point, all of these were single-family houses.
Yeah.
This right here, this house right here, this house wasn't here when we lived here.
It was empty?
This was a field. It was like nothing but an empty field. Because we used to play in that field all the time. And, my best friend Tracy used to live right here with her grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Hill. They owned this whole house, and Tracy and them lived on the 2nd floor. They lived on this 1st floor, but they also had owned that house, and they owned like the lot right here. They owned this whole lot right here, and so there used to be a house right there, but they knocked it down because they didn't want neighbors.
The flat pigeons.
Huh?
Pigeon coop.
Oh. Yeah, so they didn't want neighbors, and then
yeah, but not for nothing. It looks like it's sealed off now. You see it?
Yeah, it was always sealed off then too.
I think it belongs to them.
No, this right here, she used to own all these houses.
Yeah, but you see how it's separated?
Yes, they never had that as their yard.
Oh.
They just knocked the house down that was there because they didn't want anybody to live there.
They have a whole playground there, so I'm thinking it's the community
Oh,
school.
well now, yeah. Now, but back then,
yeah, they have like swings and stuff. They got it all sealed out.
And as Tracy and then would go to college, she would just sell a piece of. Oh yeah, when they would go to college, she would sell a house, and that would pay for their college.
Oh, she had a couple of houses?
They own. Yeah, I said they owned this one. They had owned this. They had owned that one, and they had owned another one.
Wow.
And of course, as a little kid, I was 8 years old when I lived on the street. So as a kid, I didn't know, finances or any of that stuff. Wow. We just known that, and I used to play, we used to play Annie on this porch. This porch used to be screened in, and we used to just play all the games and everything. And it was just some good times. Go straight. Oh, wait. I was going to say, back up a little bit, baby. This tree, you see that tree in the backyard?
Yeah.
We used to climb that tree all the time.
All the way up there?
Yup. That used to be our tree. We used to climb the heck out of that tree. And to get up to them first branches was pretty high. I don't know how we got up there, but we did. We used to just climb there and just be up in the tree. And I remember we used to dream of having a tree house. Yes, Lottie. Yeah, we used to walk through this little field thing, and this right here.
This wasn't here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this right here is the armory. This building right here. And I don't know what that building is for or nothing, but we used to go there for free lunches. Like during the summertime, they would give free lunches, and you just go out there and line up and get your free lunch.
How you used to get over there, right through there?
Yeah, just go over there and cross the street. And okay, you asked about stores. Okay, go over here because this was my favorite candy store. I'll show you.
I have to buy candy now.
I don't know if they're still open or if even they're a store. Well, I think you have to go out to the street right here. And I told a story before about walking to the bus stop when I ended up in that other school, when I ended up going to Flynn. Take a right here. All right, you see this white church right here on this corner. My bus stop was in front of this church. Okay. Now, if you stop, like right across the street over here, it was probably over here more. Over here, this is where like the boy jumped me and beat me up.
Make a right?
Make a right. Because it was across the street from my bus stop.
So yeah, what you were saying?
Oh no, I was saying that...
You got beat up with you?
Yeah, this boy. Because that was my bus stop where that church was. But this is what I was going to say.
Why you beat you up for?
Because he's a hater.
Providence Community Health Center.
Take a right here on Cranston.
No stores over here you know about?
Take a right here.
You got a police station.
Take a right here.
Oh, babe, could I make a right on Red?
Yeah, you just did.
Holy shit.
What?
Right.
Why can't you make a right on Red?
I don't know. New York, you can. We passed New York.
Well, I don't know if that's a thing. Usually there's signs that says no rights on Red.
Only if it's
But anyways, the candy store was like one of these things. So they're not here no more, but it was like one of these storefronts was the candy store. And then this right here, it says John's New York System Wiener. They had like the best hot dogs.
And that's the same name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. They had like the best hot dogs, but those wieners is like what we want to get you, but that says closed, so it's closed right now. I think they're all closed right now, but somebody was like, oh, those ones aren't even the best ones, so we usually go to this other spot. All right, so
Man, what's this,
yeah,
man?
this is the Armory, the place I told you we used to go to for free lunch.
You don't know what it is?
No, I think it's an armory, you know, like a military armory, but I don't think it's been used for...
It's just closed?
I think so. I've never been inside of it. No one's ever been inside of it.
Yo, that looks cool.
All right, so baby, go ahead and turn around.
I want to see this whole thing. Man, this thing huge.
Yeah, see, Cranston Street Armory. Structural repairs project. So that looks like they're going to be working to repair it. But I've never known it to be open.
Oh. That's crazy. It's huge. It's like a little castle in here.
Oh, look, there's Wood Street. Drive down Wood Street. So, yeah, so this, of course, didn't have fences around it. And we would come out here to get our free lunches. Wood Street is where I also lived. Now, I don't know the address because I was only 4 when I lived on Wood Street. But this is the street where I told you my mom used to send me to the store to get cigarettes when I was 4. I used to cross the street, go to the store. I had to make change because she gave me food stamps to get the cigarettes. And then I would go back and give her cigarettes. And I told my mom, like, you know, like I'm 4 and I'm crossing the street. She says, oh, I used to watch you cross the street from the window. And then she says, oh, but you was smart. You know, like the fact that I could figure out how to buy the little pieces of candy one at a time to get enough change to buy the cigarettes. But yeah, it was on Wood Street. So I'm not sure how far down on Wood Street we lived or what part. But I'm imagining maybe I'll see something that looks like a store. Because again, this is all from memory. And I didn't know my address at that age. It felt like it was something like this. No, because it had to be something where I can cross the street and get to a store. You know what I mean? But the address was Wood Street. We lived on Wood Street. No, but I didn't. My mom said she could see me from the window go to the store. They're in the yard over there.
Wow. Those are your neighbors. There's no store here. Your mom's lied to you.
No, I remember. This ain't my mother telling me. I remember.
Yeah, highway over here.
Dang. All right, so turn back around and go back down it again. Where did I walk to the store to? Where's the store, babe? But that ends, and that's a service road. We used to live here. 145 Dodge Street, apartment P15. That's where we used to live. You see? It's crazy. P Court, Wiggin Village. And then my friend Ronell used to live at P23.
Playing all around this.
Yep, all in this little parking lot.
You got a lot of space to put in.
P15, that had a basement and everything up in there. And then my great grandmother used to live in this right here. And then Womp, you know the house you went over the other day? Mm-hmm. She used to live right here at Q8. Now, remember this is a one-way, so you can only go to one way. And that's the projects, those brick buildings, those are Cotton Court projects.
That's where your sister was born?
No. She was born at another project. All right, so that's where we're going to go next. But you got to put it in the nav. Harford projects. Yeah, when I was like 2 and 3. And if I don't know if you can turn in at one of them, that'll be... Now, I don't remember which one I lived in, but this is where I got bit by a dog when I was 2, and this is where I got jumped when I was 3. Yeah.
Maybe the one you were.
Now, this is the thing. Like, I'm sure my mom would know, because again, at 2 and 3, I don't remember my address. I just know where I lived. Whoa. So if you can turn down there and drive down the street a little more.
Oh, more down there?
No, down there. Go back out on that main street. I was saying, I feel like those towers in front of us, I feel like that's where they took me to beat me up. Yeah.
Was inside the building also?
Well, they had took me inside the building. Or hell, it could have been one of these for all I know. I just remember them taking me up steps and then kicking me down the steps. And they were like concrete steps. See how those steps are like concrete? And I remember coming down the concrete steps. But you know, when you 2 or 3, everything looked real high. So you see what I'm saying? Like these concrete steps.
And you was crying?
I was. And I remember they threw my dollhouse out the window. My dollhouse hit the ground.
Oh, there goes the window. I have a window looking. The hallway window.
Yeah, so it was like a window.
Yeah.
And they was able to just throw my dollhouse out the window and it hit the ground. But I came out later and I went back to the place and got my dollhouse. It could have been. It could have been any of these things. Like I said, I was 3. So as a 3-year-old, it looked like you took me to heaven, like high up in the air.
You think that's them right there? All grown up?
It could have. Oh, you said them. The girls. And I just remember that when they threw it out the window, it landed in a field, like, you know, like a field area. And I went out and I got it out of that fields area.
Crying and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy was trying to keep her dollhouse.
I was, but I wasn't scared. I went back out by myself.
And when you came back with your dollhouse with your mom, what you told your mom?
I don't know. I don't even know if Mom remember like that. Yeah, so like it hit the field. I found it back in the field, like on the ground. And the ground was not mowed like that. It was it might have said it then. He talking about something, it don't say projects, it says family community. I don't know at what point. Like I don't know if it always said family community, but we know it was Harford Projects. As a matter of fact, it never even said park. It said Harford Projects. That's where we lived. Harford Park family community. Oh, that sounds so sweet.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been